For his benefits. Uh, First of all, if you are if I'm audible to each and everyone, please in the Q&A session, please comment yes or no so that I can speak accordingly. If I'm audible, then please give me a yes. Okay. Thank you, Manasi. Thank you, Mr. Majabin. Uh, okay. So, as we all know, today's webinar will be basically on how a salesperson can use this application uh, and how he can use it in a more productive way. How the application will help him increase his productivity, increase his efficiency. Also, there's a small slide show. I'll just request my team to share this PDF or the slideshow, please. Just a moment. Okay, I guess there's some technical glitch. Uh, 1 minute. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, as I said, welcome everyone to this amazing session of Biz Analyst. Uh, as everyone know, Biz Analyst is a product that helps you grow your business with simplicity. It shows your tallies data on your mobile application, uh, and it's where at every point of time. Suppose your office hours are over, suppose your tally is closed, and you want to still get in touch with your data, you can do it through Biz Analyst. So today's main agenda, like the main topics that we are going to cover today are how a sales team can use the Biz Analyst, and the pointers that we are going to cover in that are how he can create entries through Biz Analyst, how he can use the easy sharing technique that we are providing, where tally is not involved, and you can the accountant is not disturbed or the owner is not disturbed by any of the salesperson, and he himself can do the sharing part. Thirdly, if you want a salesperson should have a restricted access, or he should not get distracted with any other salesperson's data, or should not get distracted by any of the useless data which is not useful to him. It's useful for the company, but it's not useful to him. He should not get distracted. So how that can be done, we'll talk about that. Features that increase productivity, like the check-in checkout report, the follow-up reminder. Basically, these are reports for efficiency, but it's also a productive tool, and I'll make sure that I show you how it is a productive tool. And the other thing, improving sales with various business reports. Okay, so basically we have many of the analyst reports, like most of the big companies like they can hire an analyst who can get a data on how they are going, like what's the trend and everything. But the the target audience which we are targeting right now are the SMEs who cannot afford that thing, and especially in this lockdown phase, where lockdown has hampered most of the businesses, and they cannot hire a proper analyst. So Biz Analyst works as a proper analyst for them, for their sales team as well. So next slide, please. Okay. So before going on to the webinar, there are some reach out points, like how you can reach out to us. Suppose you want to know something, you are facing some issue, you want to get to some new features, like how it's used, and you are not able to attend any webinar or something, because we come up with frequent webinars with different topics, and we are also planning to have some amazing things in the webinar which are going to be very interesting, and still it will not be uh, just one person speaking. So that's something we are going to come up with, and I'll make sure that each and everyone would like that webinar. Even we will be getting very interested in those webinars. So for that reason, we need your help as well, because there are the topics that you will give us, and how you can give us those topics, or how you can reach out to us, will be done by these sources. So first of all, it's our website, help.bizanalyst.in. Here, so for every of your questions, for each and every questions you are having, 90% of the things are mentioned here. It's a proper documentation of all your queries. uh, it is just help.bizanalyst.in. You can go over there. You can just like search whatever you want to search about the Biz Analyst, and you will get your answers. Secondly, it's the support number. Suppose you are facing some issue and you want to get an urgent support, or you want to know about something, you can directly contact us at the support number. Thirdly, it's a create ticket. Okay, so definitely there are times when we are out of reach, like our working hours are from 10 to 7. But if there is any ticket, any issue coming after 7, and you want to get it resolved, then for right now, I'm very sorry, we won't be able to assist you at that point of time. But definitely you can create a ticket from your mobile application. I'll show you how you can do that. And so whenever the next morning executives are online, they will assist you with whatever issue you are facing or whatever you want to know. After that, we have an educative sort of thing, education sort of thing, where like a YouTube channel we have our own. Right now also we are live on YouTube with this webinar. You can like just subscribe us, and we make sure that we post regular videos on that. And it's not just webinars. There are many short videos of each and every feature that we are having. We try to come up with different languages. We try to come up with new features, and in a very simplest format. It should be very simple to understand, and we make sure we are up to your expectations. And the lastly is our mail ID, help@siliconwins.com. You can mail it to us directly on this email ID, and our executives will get in touch with you as soon as possible. Okay. After that, we have some interesting thing right now. We are running an offer. Basically, many of you are already using this application, and many of you are going to be our future prospects who will be using our application. So for each and everyone, we try to come up with new things, and not always, but we try to come up with every possible time we can do. So here's that possible time right now. We are running a offer for each and every customer who can use the application for himself, can get a benefit. And also this lockdown, we thought of helping out to our SME friends with this offer. So it's a free module offer, it's a 1 month free offer, and a free user offer. So I'll explain you a bit in detail. Free module offer is like right now, the pricing of the application is 1800 plus GST. So in that, the price is basically charged for the data analysis part, which we are doing from the start of this product. But we also launched a module called data entry and a module called check-in checkout feature, which is a productive tool. Both are the productive tools which are also useful for salesperson. So they are completely free of cost right now for this month. So you will not be charged a single penny for that, and that's a free offer that we have come up with. Secondly, 1 month free offer. Suppose you are using the application, and through a dealer, if you come to us, like we have most of the tele partners are working with us as a Biz Analyst partner as well, so that they can give you a local support, as well as they are there to assist you. So basically, if you come through them, and if you purchase the application online from the mobile application, you get 1 month free subscription. Even if, if you purchase it before the trial period gets expired, or before your subscription, if you have already purchased the subscription last year and your subscription is going to expire in suppose a couple of days, or 1 week or couple of weeks, and if you purchase it right now, you will get 1 month additional subscription. And the third offer is free users. Suppose you are a growing company and there are lots of users, and specifically, if by after seeing today's webinar, many of you might be thinking of giving this application to your users, so it's going to be a bit costly. So for that also, we came up with an offer of multiple devices. Suppose you are having a team of 10 to 12 people. Okay, right now you want to start with suppose 3 to 4 people. You have already purchased it for yourself, but you also want to give it to your sales team. So here we came up with an offer of multiple devices. It works in this manner. Suppose on a single tele license, you purchase for 2 to 4 devices, then we give you one mobile device free from our side. Suppose you purchase for between 5 to 9 devices, then you get 2 devices from our side. and suppose you purchase for 10 or more than 10 devices on a single tele license, then you get 3 mobile applications completely free of cost, including the check-in, check-out, and the data entry module. So it's basically, if you go, if you see per year, 1800 for one user, and if you get 3 users free, it's 1800 into 3. So that cost is like you save that cost. So these are the offers that we are running right now, and it's valid till 31st October 2020. Okay. Next slide, please. So as I told you, it's the 1800 is the current price, and soon the prices are going to change. Basically, we are bifurcating our product into 2 different segments. Like first is the data analysis part, and the second is the data analysis plus data entry part plus the check-in, check-out, which are the productivity tools. We are going to bifurcate them. As I told you, data entry and check-in, check-out are free for right now. Okay, they are free of cost. So basically, what you are getting in 1800 right now, it's the business dashboard. You will get all the tally reports on your dashboard, plus the party and the inventory reports, plus the business reports. These are some of the customized reports that we came up for analysis point of view. The user access part, like you want to give it to your salesperson, how you want to give with a restricted access. This will be there. Plus the check-in, check-out feature, which is a productive tool. Next, a follow-up reminder feature, and the outstanding reminder sent to multiple customers at a single point of time. So these are the features we are giving you right now in this 1800. How it will be bifurcated from 1st of November. It's this way. In 2100, like in the essential module, which will be costing 2100 plus GST, you will get dashboard, a business dashboard, the party and the inventory reports, same as the today's price, business reports, user access, and the outstanding reminder, but that will be only for a single customer. Like suppose you are using this application and you purchased it for 2100, you purchased the essential plan, and you want to send the outstanding reminder, then you will be able to send the outstanding reminder to one single customer of yours. You won't be able to use the multiple devices, multiple customers outstanding reminder offer, the multiple outstanding reminder sent to multiple customers. You won't be able to use that. And in the growth plan, that will be costing 2400, you will get the dashboard, the party and the inventory reports, the business reports, the user access, the data entry, check-in, check-out, follow-up reminder, outstanding report, multiple for multiple customers as well. All these features will be available in that module. Definitely there are certain terms and conditions with that. Above prices are for the domestic customers only, that too for 1 year plan. So if you are an international customer, your charges are different because it will be in dollars. Secondly, prices are exclusive of GST. GST will be charged separately. Thirdly, get 6 months free on 2 years plan. So the plan which is running right now is 1 year and 2 years plan. On 2 years, you get 6 months additional subscription. That will be there. That there's no change in that. Just the prices will be according to the prices that are going to be changed. Like suppose you go for 2400 plan, then for 2 years plan it will be 4800. Right now it's 3600. Afterwards it will be 4800. And the other thing is our prices are per tele license and per device basis. So it will, as I said to you, on single tel license you purchase for multiple devices, and on multiple devices also we charge on per device. So it will be accordingly. So these were some of the like useful things that we wanted to show you. Okay, now we'll get back to our like the main part of this webinar, and that is the application. So let me share the screen with you. I hope you can see my screen. Also, I would like to share to you about a couple of things. If you're having any questions, you can directly ask them on the Q&A. My team in the backend will be able handle the Q&A session. They will answer all your questions. Also, if the polls are open, so you can always poll how you like the like this webinar, Was it useful to you, or was there anything we can do like more about it? Was it uh, could it be improved? So please poll us, because it will give us your opinion, what you think about our webinars. And if definitely if you are not liking it, or if you think we can improve, definitely we will work on those things. So first of all, as I said, the agenda for today is like for sales team. So definitely we have to think like how sales team will be using this application. So first of all, for sales team to use this application, we need to add them as a user. Okay, so how you can do it? So this is my dashboard. Right now you can see. Suppose I have a salesperson. My name is Harshit. So suppose I add a salesperson. His name is also Harshit, and I want to add him. So how I can do it? On the top, in the Android phone, on the top you can see there's a three horizontal lines. It's the menu button. You can just click over there, and you can just go in the user section and add a user. Suppose I add a user, uh, Harshit, and his ID is Harshit 111. Just a second. Okay, I'm very sorry for this. 111 at the rate gmail.com. So you see, I have created a user, and now I can give him the access of all the things. So first of all, he is not an admin. Okay, I don't want him to see complete data of my company. So I'll just remove him from the admin part. Then I've created the ledger groups accordingly, according to region, according to salesperson. Then I can bifurcate it through this. I'll go in the ledger groups. If I don't want him to see the entire data, I'll just remove the tick mark. And if he's the salesperson A, I'll give him the salesperson A tick mark. Suppose access by stock group. I have created multiple stock groups: primary, electronics, all mobiles, miscellaneous, and and according to me, he is only handling primary and the electronic part. So he will be able to use the only the primary and the electronics data. Thirdly, if I have multiple godowns, so I can give him access according to godown as well. Suppose he is handling the Mumbai godown, so he will be able to see only that data. Then after that, access by voucher type. I don't want him to see all the data. I just want him to see his sales. Uh, Suppose his receipt or some of the other entries like credit note or debit note, and whatever you want to give him, you can give him accordingly and save. Access by screen. Right now we are having 4 screens in our application. Like it's the dashboard, it's the parties, items, and the report section. So according to your will, you can give him the access. Suppose I don't want my salesperson to see the dashboard. Okay, or suppose if he should be able to see the dashboard, he should only be able to see the sales, the receipt, and the receivables, or only the sales and the receivables, nothing else. Or suppose in the report section also, he should be able to see inactive customers and inactive items, because these are also a productive report and analysis point of view. And I'll also make sure I show you how it is done, or the top report. And apply. Access by data entry. If he is going on field and you want him to use the data entry, but not complete data entry, you want him to use it in a restricted manner. Suppose he takes only sales order, so you can give him for sales order only. Or suppose sales invoice, receipt, you can give him accordingly and save. And there's an like also a restriction of creating a ledger and creating a stock item. So you can also give it according to your will. Access by sharing. Definitely if he is going on the field, there will be customers who will ask him for data. So if you want him to share the details, fine, you can give him. If you don't want him to share the customized reports, you can restrict him. Suppose I restrict him for not sharing the customized reports, then he will only be able to share the invoices, separate invoices. Secondly, he will be able to share the outstanding reminder of his particular parties. Thirdly, he will be able to share the ledger report to those parties. nothing else. Lastly, the price list. If you are a distributor or a wholesaler, and if you are also doing a retail part, and you have created a different price list, or even in a retail part, there are different price lists that you have maintained. You don't want him to see those price lists, or you want him to see those price lists, it's up to you. You can just remove the stigma and you can just save it. These all restrictions will be applied, and whenever suppose you feel that this salesperson is not there, he has left your organization and some other salesperson has like joined you, and you want to give him the data, you can at any point of time just delete this person, and then you can add the another person. So you can see I have created the salesperson. Now I want to see how, which are the reports that he can use, or he can use it to increase his productivity. So I'll start with the first thing, that's the sales. For each and every company, sales is the most important part, because it brings revenue for the further operations. So suppose I go in, inside sales. Here he will be able to see only his data. First of all, right now I'm able to see the complete data, but he will be able to see, the salesperson, only his data, the parties that he is like taking care of, or the parties that is created under him under the ledger group in tally. So suppose if I select, if I see here, the total sales is shown, gross and net. And then if I want to like see it according to the ledger group, I can just select the ledger group. So you can see right now here, the salesperson, the ledger groups are shown according to salesperson. Suppose I'm the salesperson A. This will be the first screen that the salesperson will be able to see, because this is only his data. This is the only data that he will be able to see. So he can see that how much sales he has done in his time period. He can also change this time period from here. He can select all. Okay. Then he can see what is the total sales, what is the returns or credit note. He can see a bar graph of his own performance. Also, he can see how his parties are performing. So the Air Chemicals, Amazon, Balaji Crushers, everything, he will be able to see. After that, suppose you want to like do an analysis of Air Chemicals. So you can come here. You can see that these are the parties, these are the invoices that has been done to Air Chemicals. Like these are the sales that are done to Air Chemicals, and he can directly go inside any of the invoice and he can see the details. And he can also share this invoice to any of his customers. Like suppose I am the salesperson, I went to Air Chemicals, and there is a misunderstanding regarding invoice, that what was the amount or what was the invoice number, or anything that he has not received the invoice. So I can directly share it from here. You can directly do the sharing part. You can see this will be the proper invoice. It's a basic invoice structure. We have not done any customization right now here. It's the basic tally invoice structure. So you can see all the details will be mentioned over here. I'll just zoom it out. It will be a proper invoice, nothing else. Definitely, if you have added any customization in your tally regarding the invoice structure, it will not be there in this structure. But definitely it will give a bit of idea to the customer that what was the invoice about, or what was the total thing about, like the pricing, the invoice number, everything. So you can see it's a bit of self dependency. Your salesperson is self dependent. He doesn't have to call you, or he doesn't have to call the accountant when he is busy with his work. So it creates a sense of self dependency. He will be able to work on his own. Also, he will be able to analyze on his own. Suppose I want to analyze according to the custom date how I'm performing right now. So he can do the analysis according to him. Like I'll tell you about my thing. Like for I'm also a salesperson for my organization. So how what I do, I compare my performance right now with my previous month, or with that previous month, or the best month in which I performed. So your salesperson can do that. He can just select the time period which he want to see the data about, and then he can compare it with his today's performance. So that will give him a boost up to perform better, or at least he can do the analysis. Like if I'm behind by target, what can I do, which of the parties can I contact which will help me with my sales target, or which will help me or my organization with completing their targets. So this was one part. After that, suppose in this, if I want to see, as a salesperson, if I want to see which of the stock group is the a better form part for me, so I can come here and I can see that all the stock groups that are there in which I'm working right now. Suppose it's air, all mobiles, it's electronics, it's miscellaneous items. Suppose it's the electronics in which I'm a better person right now. I can like use all my skills to sell these products. So I can just come inside and see that these are the parties that have like purchased electronics from my organization through me. I was the salesperson here, so I can contact these parties right now and contact them according to my will, like what I'm contacting them for. So this will be one part. Suppose right now it's I select the electronics, but in the electronics also, if I want to see in which stock item in those in that ledger group or in that stock group I'm a bit better, so I can select the stock item. So it's Amazon Kindle or CPU processor, which one. Also, if I want to sort it out, I can sort it out according sort by name, amount, quantity. If my target is according to the amount of revenue that I get, I can select the amount. If my target is according to the quantity that I sell, that quantity. So this will help him get better in his numbers. It will also help an organization get better in their numbers. And definitely, if each and every salesperson is better in his own way, if he like finds out a way to improve his performance, the owner or the manager doesn't have to worry about him. And definitely the manager will also think that if he can work on his own, why not give him something better. So it's a both way. Suppose if any of the salesperson right now going through this webinar, I would suggest you, it is a fact thing that if a salesperson or if a particular employee in an organization tries to improve himself for the betterment of an organization, the boss or the leaders have always appreciated it. So this can be a productive tool for you and your organization. It's a betterment tool. You can use this analysis and you can improve yourself. So this will be the this is the sales part. Now definitely if there is sales, there is outstanding. So how can you reduce that, and what are we giving you in that? So suppose you come down, you can see this outstanding receivables. Here you will be able to see the complete outstanding that is due till today. Okay, this will be according to tally's data. What the tally is showing us right now, it will be according to it. After that, suppose I select the ledger group. Okay, it will be salesperson A. So this is the total salesperson A's data, and he will be able to see this part as soon as you give him the restrictions. So suppose I'm handling the air chemicals, I can see the credit days, credit limit, how much credit is still pending from him, and the average payment days. Like my organization's policy says that a particular party should do the payment by 30 days. That's the credit limit. But suppose it's getting violated, then this is an alarming thing. And the data isn't tally. The salesperson cannot see tally each and every time. So he doesn't know how much time has passed since the last invoice payment has been done. So this is an opportunity for him to go through his data and can go and work according to the according to the data with the parties. Suppose I can right now I can go to air chemicals and say, sir, your average payment days is violating our policy, and it will be better for you as well as for better for our organizations if we work according to the policy, because this will create a healthy competition part or a healthy growth part. So, and suppose you and still there will be some parties who will violate the these policies. So definitely there can be some actions that you can take according to your policies, whatever you are taking in such situations. So definitely it will create a decision making sense. So you are just going through according to your data, and you can do all the necessary measures you want to do. Or otherwise what can happen, I have seen certain examples and I can give you an example about it. There was a party which before started using Biz Analyst, he was getting this problem of due payments. Like the payments were overdue by a lot of time, like 1 year or 2 years. There were certain parties who have not done the payment by like approximate 3 years. The problem was just the data. He was not getting the accurate data when the party's payment is due. Like the stock is going, the inventory is going, outstanding is increasing, but the payment was not on time. But once he started getting these reports, uh, the main factor also I would say, because he was not getting complete access to his tally, because he has to work with most of the things. His accountant or his tally operator was in complete access of the data. So once he started getting this data, then he made his decisions. And right now he is performing much better. He was my customer. I sold him Biz Analyst around, I guess, in 2018. And right now he's still in touch with me, and he says, Harshit, you have helped me with Biz Analyst to grow my business. So the rolling of cash has happened for him just because he got a complete data of his organization. So this can help you out. Also, suppose if you go in air chemicals, right? After the topic, if you go in air chemicals, you can see the complete invoices or the complete transactions that are still pending, and with the necessary details. Like if you can see this invoice number 324, you can see the bill amount. You can see the invoice date. You can see from how many days it's pending. Like here, it's 787. That's almost 2 years, and the due date was 22nd August 2018. The amount is also, the figures are dummy, so don't go according to figures. We are just showing how it will represent in your data. So now you need to make sure that you work according to your data. If you are using Biz Analyst, I would suggest you go according to your data, and you can talk to your particular party. Also, if you want to share all these things, you can directly share this entire report to him. This will be a report that you can share him on the spot. Okay, so this is a gentle reminder sort of thing that you are sharing with him. The dates are there, the reference number or the invoice number is there, the pending amount, the due on, when it was due, overdue by days. So you can see it's like in the decreasing order, 787 days, 751 days. So just imagine, and also if uh, according to your businesses, your data, you can see how much amount is still pending. And suppose if you have got that amount like way back, how much more you could have done. So this is one thing that you can work on. Okay. So, and I'll give you one more thing, one more special advantage of using Biz Analyst. You might remember that while showing you the slide of price change, I showed you a feature of multiple outstanding reminder. So how you can do that? This is a particular a page of outstandings of a particular salesperson. What a salesperson can do, you can see the share button at the bottom. In that, send multiple payment reminders, and on the top it's select all. So you can see there are certain parties that have got selected, and the rest are not selected. The main reason for this is the email ID. The feature is, once you send the multiple payment reminder to all the parties email ID that are there in my tally, okay, in their ledgers, they will get a reminder from our end, from the Biz Analyst, and from your end only, but through Biz Analyst, that this is the particular amount that is still pending. And it will also show a particular small sort of a description about your particular outstanding. So this will help you to contact each and every customer at the same time. Suppose right now I am handling 15 to 20 parties, and instead of sending each one separate outstanding reminders, I can directly send it on mail at one go. One of our customers does that. He's a Biz Analyst dealer. What does is, on every Monday morning at 10 a.m., he has made it a compulsion to send this multiple reminder thing. He just sends it to each and every customer on Monday morning. By the end of the evening, at least 5 to 6 people contact him that, sir, we got a reminder. please send someone, or please send your bank details, I'll transfer the amount. So it has happened and it has worked wonders for some people. You can also make sure to use this in your process. If suppose out of your 100% customers, if 10% customer also gives you your money back upfrontly, then your efforts are reduced on that 10%. You can like concentrate on the next 90%. And this will also create a process for you that those 10% will be the first persons to give you your payment back, and it can create a good environment for you also to work on. And it's very simple. You just have to say that send reminder. Are you sure you want to send outstanding reminder to customers? Send email. That's it. The thing is done. So sending reminder, outstanding reminder schedule within 5 minutes. Each and every customer whose email ID is there in my tally will get the notification of outstanding. So you see, this is also a thing that a salesperson can use at his level, because it will help him increase his efficiency. He suppose out of the 20 parties I am handling, if 2 parties come to me and say your payment is ready, I need to focus on the rest 18 parties. So it will save my time, energy, efficiency, everything. The next thing is the parties, all the parties that are under me in my ledger group, I'll be able to see the data. And definitely it will be according to the data that I'm showing. Suppose I'm allowed to see the sales only, then I'll be able to see the sales. If I'm allowed to see the receivables only, I will be able to see the receivables. And that too, like on the aging report basis. Suppose greater than 180 days, how much amount is pending. Greater than 120 days, how much amount is pending. According to that, I can see here, and I can just go inside any of it, and I can see that particular data. Or I should say, it will take me, it will redirect me to the dashboard outstanding receivables. You can see it was the same thing. Air chemicals, these are the invoices. Also, if I'm taking any orders from this, I will be able to see the pending sales order or pending purchase order. Also, I can just swipe left and I can see the all the products that I have sold to this particular party, and that too in a detailed report. A digital, suppose a digital processor, sorry, projector, it was last sold on this much date. Rate, what was the rate, what was the number, like number or the discount. Also total quantity, how much I have sold him for that particular party only. Also the suppliers, if I have purchased it from someone, I can directly get it, all the details over here. Next will be items. All the items that I am working on right now, I'll be able to see the data. Suppose I'm able to, suppose I'm working on Amazon Kindle, I will be able to see the price, the average per rate. If the access is given to me, then only I'll be able to see all the things. The standard cost, the standard price, reorder level, minimum order level, and also the number of or the quantity I'm having right now in my inventory. I can directly go inside. I'll be able to see all the things according to my way. So suppose I'm a salesperson, I'm going somewhere, and if I get an order of Amazon Kindle, I can directly come here, see what are the status, what is the status of inventory in of Amazon Kindle. I can also go in inventory closing, and you can see all the godowns are shown here. So batch A, primary batch, the godowns are shown, and according to that, I can take the order. Also with this, if I swipe left, I can see who all are the customers who have purchased this particular product from me. You can correlate it with the parties section. In the parties, when you swipe left, you can see the items that are sold to that particular party. In the item section, if you swipe left, you can see the customers that have purchased the particular product from you. It's a correlation, nothing else, but it will help you like do the analysis according to your will. If you want to go according to parties, you can go according to parties. If you want to go according to inventory, you can go according to inventory also. Similarly, as customers, you can also see the suppliers. So it's both way. You can do it according to parties, or you can do it according to items also. Next are the reports. Reports include certain of things like my entry. It's data entry. I'll show you in a couple of minutes. The rest is the sales team check-in checkout report. uh, okay, before that I'll show you some of the more analysis report also, and these are the most famous reports that the biz analyst customer are using. Okay? Because it has helped increase the business on an overall basis. Suppose for the top reports, this is a report wherein you can see all your top customers or your top items. Right now, you can see it's top 5. I can select it up to top 10, top 30, top 50, top 100. Suppose I am having 500 companies with 500 parties with me, and I want to just see top 30. So here it is. These are the top 30 that are working with me on a constant basis. And you can also see on the top 21 lakh 40,000 approximately. This is the sales they are giving me. This is by customers. You can do it according to the suppliers. You want to see your top suppliers, you can see. You want to see items sold by value. You can see the item sold by value for top 30. You want to see item purchased by value for top 30. If you want to see item sold by quantity, you can see that also. And there's also a small analysis here. You can see this 90.16% of total sales below items sold by quantity. Uh, this is basically a small analysis according to your entries in tally. Okay. 90.16% of total sales. Suppose my total sales is 100%, and out of that 100%, almost 90% of the sales are done by this 30 parties only. So you can say that only if I concentrate on this 30, my 90% of the sales are done like in items sold by quantity. Also, if you can see that there's one more number called 76.92% of total items. So what this means, suppose I'm having 100 items with me right now, and out of that 100 items, almost 76.92 or 77% of my total items comes under this top 30 list. So you can imagine how great analysis this can be. So, and you can get to know where you need to focus on, or where you need to work on. This works in two ways. Suppose if I say top 30, I can just focus on the top 5 or top 10 and then work with him only. Okay, but there's one more analysis. Suppose you see it in this way. In the top 30, the top 10 are the ones that are going to give me business in any which ways. Suppose I work with them like constantly, or I call them twice a week or thrice a week. They are going to give me business because they are working with me normally. But suppose if I go down and focus on the 30th person, if I help him increase his revenue, and if he can give me more business, then can he come to 29th or 20th position? Can he increase his efficiency and increase my business? So this can be in two ways. You can concentrate on the more powerful ones, or you can make the less powerful ones more powerful and get them also in the upper circuit also. So they will be the ones who can help you grow your business. It can be done both ways also. You can concentrate on your lower ones while talking to the upper ones as well. So it's up to you. You can use these reports according to your will and according to your analysis. Definitely the businesses are different for each and every one, so you need to plan accordingly. Also, if you want to share this report with anyone, you can directly share it. This will be the particular format in which this report will go, like items, it will be amount, it will be quantity, and this is a much effective report if planned and worked accordingly. The next report is inactive customers. uh, Many of you might have been thinking that at certain point of time you must have thought that when you started business you were working with certain set of customers, and when you grow like eventually in the past, in certain, suppose you are doing a business from last 10 years, the person who was working with you like 10 years before might not be working with you now. There can be some changes in his business or your business, but there are certain customers that we are not able to like serve better, or there are certain expectations that we are not able to fulfill. But there are certain situations where we could have done something, and those customers would have been our forever customers. So here we came up with a report where you can work accordingly according to your planning and get those customers back, or at least make sure that the customers you are having right now doesn't go away from you. So suppose here you can see inactive customers list. Okay, it's inactive since 30 days. So that means if a customer is not purchasing you anything from you from last 30 days, it will come in this list and you can work accordingly. Suppose if Air Chemicals is my top customer and he is not purchasing anything from me right now from 30 days, I can contact him. So what happened? Why have you not purchased anything from me? Or why there's no transaction? Is there anything wrong? I can sort it out from the source itself and from the day one. Suppose if I don't get this report, if the Air Chemical stops purchasing from me and if I even don't know about that thing, so this can hamper my business because it will hamper my revenue. So you can work accordingly, and it's not about just 30 days. You can work according to 60, 90, 120 days. I have one customer who called and said to me, Harshit, I want each and every customer of mine who should purchase from me within 7 days. And there's an interesting story for it also. The custom date came in this feature just because of him. Before, in 2018, we came up with this custom date. It was not there in the starting. It was just 30, 60, 90, 100, 120, 180 days. That person came to me and said, Harshit, I want to see each and every customer purchase my products within 7 days. So bring me custom date. I want a weekly update also. So you can just say that every 7 day he goes through this report and says why this customer has not purchased from me. He has to purchase from me. He is my customer. I want my revenue. I want my sales. So you can just imagine how much he is passionate about his business. You can also do that. You can go for a monthly basis. You can go for a weekly or quarterly basis. So it's up to you. You can do it. And here also you can see there are some numbers like 57 customers or 77.03 of total customers. What does this mean? Suppose I am having 100 customers. Out of those 100 customers, 57 customers right now have done business with me like before 30 days. Like after that 30 before 30 days they have not done any transaction with me. So this is the particular number you will get each and every time. Also, suppose I'm having 100% customer. This 57 customer happens to be my 77% of the customers. So you can just imagine, you can total the number also. Suppose this number might be a little bit different also, but it will be according to your business and your inactive customers. Suppose there are 70 customers who have not done any business with me, so it will show that 70% of my customers are not doing the business with me. So it's an alarming thing. If the number goes more and more, you are reducing your customers eventually. So, and every business might be thinking of reducing his inventory, not reducing his customers. So you can work accordingly. It's a great tool to work with to grow your efficiency and also to grow the revenue and sales part, and definitely to not reduce your customers. Next thing, inactive items. How this will work? Suppose uh, in the item section, I can say there's a trend always which is following. Okay, so what here can happen? Suppose I'm the salesperson, I can see the inventory right now whenever I go to customer space. But suppose I see that this particular customer is good, is selling more stock of a particular item, but is not selling the other items. And the other items are there with me from last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And it's creating a dead stock for me. And I'm just worried about the active items that are going right now because they are the trending ones. But eventually my profits are all rusting on those dead stock. Suppose I'll take an example. If I get I'll take the recent example, iPhone 12 is launched, and might be a possibility that iPhone 12 will be the craze for the next 1 year. But does that mean that iPhone company will not, like the Apple company, will not think about iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 11, or the last year product iPhone 11? They have to think about it, because if the iPhone 11 doesn't go in the market, and if only iPhone 12 is going, that means all the profits of iPhone 11 is still pending, because they have like got the costing part, but they have not got the profit part. It's still there in their warehouses or on their godowns, so they need to work on it. Similarly, you can also work in your uh, business. You can manage your inventory, and here also there are certain numbers like 35 items, 85% of total items, and value. Same way like the customers part, out of my total items, 35 items come in have not done any business for me since last 30 days, and these 30 items are my 85% of the items. So you can imagine how much percentage of items are doing business for him. So you can say only hardly 10 to 15 items for that particular business right now is working. So, and the inventory that is a dead stock from last 30 days, it values up to 40 lakh 19,000. So that's a big number, and that can keep on increasing if I'm not worried, if I don't worry about that part. And how you can worry about it? By making some quick decisions. Like, you can come in this report, suppose I see for BlackBerry, I can just go inside, I can see the entire summary, I can also see the customers, I can see the suppliers, and I can take my decisions accordingly. So I'm sure each and every smart businessman will think about these things and will take the decisions as soon as possible. So these were some of the analysis part that a salesperson can do at his end also. A salesperson can think as a businessman also, and can work wonders for his organization. But there are certain more things that a salesperson can do. Okay. Data entry. I'm a salesperson, I'm on field, and I want to check my data entry. Like, I've collected an order, like I've got an order, I collected some amount also as a receipt. So how I can do use data entry? I'll take a small example. I'll just take one example. Rest you can try it out uh, in your dummy data or in your company as well, because these figures or these entries are not going to affect in your tally directly. It will be an optional entry. Then you need to regular it. So then it will affect your tally's entries. So suppose I get an order. I just click on create sales order. Here here is how I can create a sales order. I can first of all select the voucher type. Then I can just select the ledger name, order number. This is optional right now because we are not directly linked with tally in terms of data entry. So definitely there's a certain process that we work according to, because it's an integration with which we have done with tally. So we have to make sure of certain restrictions that we are keeping right now. So suppose there is an order number of 123, date of creating that order, suppose it was backdated, or it's a current date, due date, when this order should be delivered. Okay, suppose I keep it at Monday. Add items. Okay, suppose the item name is digital projector. Description, if there is any. Quantity, I can select the quantity here, suppose it's 3. Rate, right now the rate is not given here as I have not given that permission, or I can also say that I have not sold anything. This can also be in that way. I have not sold any of the digital projectors, so it's not showing me that rate. Suppose it's 1000. So you can see the alternate units you can adjust accordingly. The CGST, SGST will be shown accordingly, like what you have entered in your tally while creating that particular stock item. Add ledger. If there is any extra ledger you want to add here, what in terms of like taxes or anything, suppose I add VAT sales 5%, and I add it. So you can see that amount is also added of VAT sales 5% in my amount section. If there is any discount of 10%, and done. So you can see the item part is done. I have like created an item also in this particular sales order. Now I got one more item that has to be added. I can directly select the add more, Amazon Kindle. If there is any description, quantity, if the quantity is different, you can change it like 2. You can see the rate here is already selected because it's the rate that you have already done, you have already taken for some other party as well. So here, this is the this item I am doing it for, like I've done it before also for data entry part. So it has taken the same rate. Here also, if you want to add any ledger, you can add it, or if there is anything discount, suppose 10% also on this one, and add. So you can see the second item is also created over here. Then if there is certain text ledgers that you need to add and additionally, or certain other details like uh, expenses, transport charges, suppose I take the transport charges of 100 rupees and add the ledger. So you can see the total, all the things that I have added has given me a summary at the bottom with my gross total. Narration, if I want to have add any narration in this. Other than that, the details of the particular salesperson who have created that entry will be shown, like the details, like I have created, Harshida's created this. The location will also be shown. So, and you can just add this. So now where you can see this one, you can go to report section. You can just go on my entries. I created a sales order, so I can go and see in the sales order. Okay, right now actually it's a dummy data, so it will not be shown here. But in your own data, you can see as soon as you create an order or an invoice, anything, it will be shown under pending, success, or failed. If it's pending, means you have created the entry, but it's not yet transferred to tally in the optional voucher part. So it will show you in the pending. Success, that means it's transferred to tally. For any reason it fails, then it will show you why it failed. You can create one more entry which in which you doesn't repeat that same failure. So here you can get all the necessary data accordingly. Similarly, you can create sales invoice, sales order, receipt, delivery note, quotation, purchase invoice, and purchase order, payment, receipt note, journal, ledger, stock item, everything. Also, a detailed webinar of this data entry is already done. You can go on the YouTube and see the complete data entry part. Here right now, actually, I'm short of time, so I'll just show you one entry, and you can try it out with all the entries as well. Next is the check-in checkout part. The most popular part right now, which is working for sales team, is that check-in checkout. Suppose I go to a particular party. Okay, I'll take an example only. Suppose these are the parties with which I'm working. Suppose Air Chemicals is the party and I visit Air Chemicals. I just entered it. What can I do? I can just come in the party section. I'll come in the Air Chemicals. I'll just do check in. Are you sure you want to check in? Yes, check in. Basically, it's a timer, a location tracker. I'll tell you how. Once I do a check in, my timer is started. On 1:30, I just entered the Air Chemicals. My location of that Air Chemicals will be added over here, and it's a live location. Okay, here you cannot, and like a salesperson cannot be at some other place and can directly do a check-in for Air Chemicals company. He will be able to check in from any point of time, but the location will be captured of that particular live location. Okay. And suppose I did my work here, I spoke to the particular person, I took an order, or I took uh, like the payment and everything, and I just click on checkout. I'm moving out, so I'll click on checkout. So meeting time 45 seconds. Add comments about the visit. Suppose it was a payment collection. If there is any attachment that I want to add with this one, so I can click on add attachment, and I can select. I can take a picture right now, or I can take select it from gallery. Or if there is nothing, that's okay. And check out. So what will happen? This has created a timer for me. Okay, my owner can get a complete detail about my location and everything. Definitely, it sometimes it feels like restriction, but it's for your benefit. I'll show you how. This was the thing that I have done. Okay, now I want to see a particular report about it. I'll go on reports. Here you can see it's a sales team check-in report. When you come in it, you can see on the on the above one Harshit, the total meeting is done total time 1 minute. I can just go inside. I can see the complete details about my meeting. Like suppose on 17th October, that is today, I went to Air Chemicals. In was at 1:30 p.m. Out 1:31 p.m. Comment payment collection. That was for 1 minute. Also, if I want to see the location, I'll just click on this in location, out location. Both of them are there. So you can, and suppose I'll also show you an example if I get one. Okay. This was the entries that I did in August part. So you can see that from one location on 14th August, I have done the check-in checkout. Also on the 21st August, I've done some check-in checkout. So you will get a complete report about this one. And suppose I'll show you the major benefit of this report. While sharing, I can see my analysis. Here was the analysis of the productivity part that we were talking about. First part, the date when the check-in checkout was done, party name, which was the particular party, check-in details with time and the location, checkout details with time and location, time spent, what was the time spent, and then comes the comments. Comments will be basically an analysis part for you. Suppose you go to a particular party. First time you went for sales order, you took a sales order. Next time you went and created an invoice, or suppose you went for some discussion. Third time you went for payment collection, and you can see accordingly each and every time whenever you went, you added some comments, and that was the history that you created there. And when you start analyzing this history, then you can make sure to analyze that if you're visiting a particular party again and again, is it worth that much visit? Is it giving the same amount of business that like which is like uh, which can be worthy of your visits? Or if there can be some party whom you are not visiting on a regular basis, but it's giving much better results than this party, so you can like redirect your time and your efficiency to that particular party. You can schedule your time, you can schedule your parties, you can make sure who is your top parties, who is the not the top party. And this can also help you in the top reports section. In the top reports you will get all the reports. Take that report, create your own top parties, your top items, plan accordingly. So this can be a productivity tool wherein you are able to get all the data on your timing and on your schedules. You can avoid wasting of your time. You can avoid all the unnecessary usage of your time. So this can be a productivity tool also. Next thing, okay. Uh, Definitely, if you want to schedule your time, you need a reminder for your timer. Okay. Suppose uh, I'm the salesperson, or suppose I'm the owner. Okay, I'm the owner. I spoke to particular party. I suppose I'll take the air chemicals again. I spoke to air chemicals owner or the particular person, concerned person over there, and I scheduled a meeting with him. Suppose after 2 days, or a phone call with him after 2 days, regarding some discussion or regarding some payment collection. Or if for suppose I visit a air chemicals today for payment collection, and he said to me that I'm not having cash right now, or I'm not having money right now. Come after 2 days, I'll clear the amount. What will you do? In the recent tradition way that we used to do, like I'll just have to remember that, or I'll make sure I'll write it down somewhere, I'll create my notes and everything. But what if I forget that? Like the party will get the benefit of my forgetting the meeting. He will say that you didn't come to me for payment, I told you, you must have come, I would have cleared your amount. But on your part, it's a bit I lost for your thing, like you lose your time. So what we have done, we created a reminder for you. Suppose in the air chemicals I go, The party said to me to come after 2 days. I'll go in set follow up. In set follow up, I can first of all mention the title, it's payment, date and time. After 2 days, that is on Tuesday, time will be suppose 11 a.m. He called me on 11 a.m. or at 11:30 or something. You can add it accordingly. I'm the owner, I can see it, but I also want that my salesperson who is using it should also be able to see it. So I can like add him also in this one, and I can set a set follow up. So what will happen here? You and your salesperson on Tuesday at 11 a.m. will get a pop-up, a notification from Biz Analyst that this particular party said to you to call on this particular time on this particular date for a payment reminder. What is the use of it? You will not forget on any of the reminders. The payment collection will be done on time. All the necessary discussions will be done on time. You don't have to remember these things, as you have many things more to remember about. You don't have any concern about your outstandings getting like increasing day by day, because it will be particularly a reminder based process. You will create a process. First of all, the most important thing will be a process that you will be creating in your organization, which will just not help you today, but it will help you in the near future as well. So once your process is set, definitely everything will get sorted. And definitely if it's not that much tricky also, still you can use these things to not to avoid any conflict, to avoid any stress sort of thing. So this can be a major game changer in most of the things. And if you also want to edit this one, suppose uh, I set a reminder. Okay, I've set a reminder for Tuesday, and I want to edit it. The concerned person called me and said, "Don't come on Tuesday, come on Wednesday." So what can I do? I can just go and follow up. This was the payment reminder that I created. I can click on edit, and I can edit it. I can just reschedule it. Instead of Tuesday, I can just reschedule it to Wednesday. Update follow up. Great. Now on Wednesday, me and my salesperson will get this reminder and done. I'm done with it. And suppose on Wednesday, I'm done with the call. I collect my payment. Everything is sorted. I can just do it. Move to done. So this will be a move to done. Uh, I'm done with this reminder. It was okay. It went well. Definitely, I can go for the next reminder. So this can be a productivity tool for you also. You will not waste your time anywhere. You don't have to remember anything. You can focus on the most important tasks of your day, because rest of the things, the scheduling and everything will be the reminders will be taken care of by Biz Analyst. So, and also suppose if you have created any reminder and there's a clash, you can always come in this follow up reminder option. You can come in this report and check your reminders. You can plan your day accordingly. You can come, suppose I've created, suppose today's Saturday. I can sit down on Saturday evening and I can schedule my entire week for the next week. This can be a scheduler as well. So you can say that most of the things you don't have to like stay dependent on some diary or some other person or some other application, a separate application. This can be the one. So these are some of the things that we came up to increase the productivity for you as well as your salesperson. Now you have to decide according to your business, according to your way of working, which of the business reports or the analysis part or the productivity tool is helpful to you. Always we have created a reach out point to for you. If you feel that you need some help with these reports and you want to understand it better, as I was not able to make sure to understand you in a detailed part, you can always contact us through those sources, and definitely we'll help you out with that. So this was the complete demonstration of the application. Now if you have any questions, you can definitely ask here, and I'll be happy to help you with that. Also, there were a couple of people who were raising hand. So, sir, if you have any questions, just ask a question in the Q&A session. I'll be happy to assist you over there. मिस्टर राजेश जैन हैज आस्क्ड सेल्स टीम को टैली में कैसे ऐड करेंगे? ओके राजेश जी, काफी सिंपल है। आपको उन्हें लेजर ग्रुप में ऐड करना है, आपको उन्हें टैली में ऐड नहीं करना है। सो सिंपल सी चीज है, आप अपने टैली में लेजर ग्रुप्स में सेल्स पर्सन को ऐड कर दीजिए। आप अपने टैली प्रोवाइडर की इसमें हेल्प ले सकते हैं। ऑल्सो आप हमारे हेल्पलाइन नंबर पर कॉल कीजिए, हमारे जो टैली एक्सपर्ट्स है हमारे साथ, वो आपको उसमें हेल्प कर देंगे, तो आपका काम आसानी से हो जाएगा वहाँ पे। Okay, Mr. Smart has asked, can we see the pattern of orders a customer gives? Like on an average, he gives the order every 3 days. So definitely you can see that. Okay, I'll show you one thing in this also. Okay, here what can I see? Suppose this is Biz Analyst. I go to dashboard. Here at the bottom, you can see the sales order. You can see the air chemicals is shown here. You can just click over it. You can see according to their like working. Suppose I got an order on 7th January, then I got an order on 16th January, then I got an order on 16th January again. And you can also see the prices are getting reduced. So he got a I can see a pattern over here that the amount the quantity of products that he was taking from me, or the amount of product that is happening right now, is in a decreasing trend. So I can plan accordingly. I can talk to that particular customer. So definitely there's a pattern you can read here according to your customers. Here right now, as I showed you, it was according to my judgment, my business, that I can see according to the prices. You can see according to dates. You can see according to quantity as well. So it's up to you. You can do it definitely. Also, there are sales order, and there are sales order according to grouping as well. So you can, if you want to add a pattern, or if you want to study a pattern according to grouping, you can do that. And definitely that's a very good analysis as well. Thank you for this suggestion. I'll make sure I'll use it next time. Uh, Mr. Sandeep has asked, I want to know about complete tutorial about sales, purchase, and bank entries. Okay, so definitely you can do it. As I said, we have already created or we have already given a complete webinar twice about data entry. The last webinar was about data entry, so you can use that, and you can directly go visit our YouTube channel. It's Biz Analyst. Just mention Biz Analyst, you will get the complete channel. It's not just data entry. We have given many webinars over there. You can just select your ones and you can view it according to your timings. You don't have to wait for us, sir. We have created everything ready for you. Uh, Mr. Chintamani Lele have said, can you demonstrate that? Sir, what sort of demonstration you are asking for, sir? If there is anything you want to see right now, you can just mention in the Q&A. I'll help you out with that. Mr. Samad has again said, would you have videos there? Uh, Sir, definitely on YouTube we have created almost like around 100 videos, and it's not just complete webinars of 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 40 minutes. There are some short videos also. If you want to see about the data entry part, we have also created small short videos about 5 to 10 minutes, wherein we have created small separate entries. Like suppose you want to see sales entry, so we have created a video for that. You want to go for journal entry, we have created a video for that also. Even for analysis part, you want to see check in check out, we have created a video for that. So just a request, go on YouTube and you will get a lot of things. Also we have created the uh, like the poll. You can just rate us at poll also. I'll just make sure to announce it again. The polls are there. If you like the webinar, if you find it useful, please poll us. If good, it's good, bad, or need an improvement, please rate us. Okay, salesperson creation. So definitely I'll show you once again. So here you can go on the menu button on the top, like before your company's name. You can go on the user section, and here you just have to create on plus. First of all, do one thing. suppose you want to give this application to a salesperson, tell him to download the application in his mobile. Okay, and register him with his own email ID, because the email IDs here cannot be same of the admin and the salesperson. He has to become from a different ID. So uh, once he has registered himself, take his email ID, enter it here, name and email ID. Once you enter it, you will get this sort of a restriction page. So you can give all the restrictions accordingly. Like suppose I added Harshit here right now, I'll get whether I want to show him the entire data or not. Suppose not, I can just deselect the admin part. Okay. Then I can give him according to ledger group, I can give him according to stock group, I can give him according to go down part, the voucher type, suppose sales, purchase, receivable, payable, anything, journal entries or nothing. Access by screens that we are having right now are dashboard, parties, items and reports. And in that also we have many of the specialized things, like in on the dashboard only I can say that in dashboard I can give him for sales, for receivables, for sales order, for delivery note, receipt note. Like it can be restricted. Then we have access by data entry. We have created a lot of data entry parts. So according to your will, your salesperson's role, you can give him the restrictions. Like I don't want him to do all the data entry part. He's just a person who takes sales order. The collection department is different. So you can just give him the access of sales order. Also backdated and access. As I showed you, while created data entry, I could have done a backdated entry. Today is today Saturday. I want to do an entry of Friday. I could have done that. But if I my owner restricts me from doing that, so then I will not get that option of doing a backdated entry. I have to do a current day entry only. Then share access. If you want your salesperson to share all the reports, that's fine with you. Then that's fine with us as well. But if you want that your salesperson should not be sharing all the customized report, like the inactive customer, inactive items, top reports, the analysis part, fine, we are okay with that. You can give that access also. So you just have to block this access. After blocking this access, he will be able to share only three things. Invoice part, he will be able to share the invoice. He will be able to share the outstanding of all the parties he is handling. He will be able to share the ledger to all the parties he is handling. Nothing else. Ledger reports. Then there's a price list. If you want to give him any the access of price list of your products, then that's fine. If not, you can restrict it. So these are the things that you can do while adding a particular salesperson. So, sir, I hope I am able to like give all the question answers to your questions. So, if you still have any questions, you can raise it over here. I'll help you out with that. Okay. Some of the persons are right. They have raised their hand. So again, if you have any questions, Mr. Rajendra Mittal, if you have any questions, please raise it. I will be happy to answer them. Also, I hope like many of you must have done the polls. Also, I just want to remind you one more time about the price change that is going to happen very soon. It's the deadline is 31st October. If you want to increase the salesperson in your company, you can do that right now. If you want to go for a new product, you can go it right now, because after 31st the prices will increase and you will have to purchase the new all the new devices like on the new prices. Okay, Mr. Chindamani has asked, but want to see ledger creation in Tally. We'll see it if they're done on YouTube. Definitely, sir. In YouTube also, if you search for ledger creation in Tally, I'm sure Tally has created many of the YouTube videos also, or many of the Tally partners who are selling Tally. They have created some videos for how you can create a ledger group in Tally. And definitely, YouTube is a very good thing to learn something new. So definitely most of the things are there. Still, if you don't get anything, you can always contact us at help@siliconwins.com. We'll try to make sure that you receive your whatever query you are having. So there are no more questions right now. So I'll with that I'll conclude with the webinar. Uh, and if we'll still be there for a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask. There's one more anonymous question. Suppose in case there is a change in invoice or invoice to be deleted. No issue, sir. If there is a change in any invoice you have edited in Tally or you have deleted, we have a certain set of frequency wherein we sync the data from your Tally. Okay, it's a sync frequency. Uh, Normally it's a 5 minutes, but according to a system configuration, sometimes it's 15 minutes, it's 20 minutes, so that it doesn't hamper your Tally. So once that sync is done, whatever changes you have done in Tally will be reflected over here. So that's not an issue, sir. It's there from the starting and it will continue till the end. Can you share the product comparison and pricing on email? Definitely, sir. You are going to get this very soon. Very soon we will release this in on mail to each and every customer. You will soon get it. Also, you can compare it on YouTube also through all the features, because most of the features that I showed today was the analysis part, which will be there in the basic part. Only the check-in, check-out feature, first of all, the follow-up feature that I showed you, the reminder, follow-up reminder. Third, data entry part. Fourthly, the outstanding reminder to multiple customers at one time. Those are some of the CRM features that we are not providing in the essential product, that will be there in the growth product. So these four features, this is the only difference right now. And with only I mean according to the number of features. Definitely these are the most valued features right now. So you will get this on mail also as well, sir, very soon. All the data in our Tally would be uploaded to your servers. Definitely, sir, it's not going to upload on the server directly. It's a fetch file. It's completely encrypted. It's completely secured, and we are not using some local servers. Or we are using Amazon Web Server. That's the best server right now, and definitely the data will be completely stored in your mobile application in a compact size, in a fetch file, and it can only be seen in the mobile application with your credentials. So there are multiple layers of security for your data. We are with this application like with 4 years, and there's never a single complaint about data breach or something. So that's a great thing, and our team is constantly working on this. So don't worry about the data part, sir. It's completely secured. Also, I would also like to share you one thing. That's a great thing that happened with us last week. You must be knowing about the National Startup Awards. So this year also there was National Startup Award 2020, in which Biz Analyst has participated, and we were in the top finalist out of all the startups that are working right now in India. We were on the top finalist in the top 12. So you can consider that that's a big milestone that we achieved, and definitely it's a national startup award. So they must have gone through each and everything that we are doing right now. So if getting a milestone, definitely we were not able to win that award, but it's a very honored thing to be a finalist in such a big award. So you can stay assured for that. Your complete data is secured, and we are constantly working on this, sir. Okay. Mr. Jayesh has asked, I want to see particularly party monthly sales and receipt on the screen. Definitely, sir. 1 second, I'll show you. Parties monthly sales, you say. Okay. So here, am I on my dashboard? This is the sales. Here, this is like all the parties. I go on air chemicals. Here we have given the option of monthly sales. So how was the monthly sales of that particular party? You can see over here. And suppose you want to go inside, suppose of May 20, you can see the details. So here you will get all the details on the monthly basis. Also, you will get these details in the party section. in air chemicals. And this is not just regarding sales, you will also get this in purchase. Here in sales, you can see the drop down will be there. Total sales will be shown. After that, you will be able to see on monthly basis as well. Also, you will be able to see the payment sort of thing. If there is any payment, the purchase, you will be able to see the purchase also in the same manner. So I hope, sir, your query is resolved. And if you have any other query, you can show it. And this is not for sales only, sir. You can see it sales, purchase, like outstanding, receivables, payables, receipt, payment, everything. There's a monthly option each and at everywhere possible. Yeah, Mr. Smart has asked, suppose if there is some change in tally, can we get the changes happen? So this is going to happen soon, because everyone knows there's tally prime coming in. Okay, so definitely if there is certain changes, we will work accordingly, and we'll make sure that everything remains same. If there is certain changes, we'll definitely make sure that it happens as soon as possible in Biz Analyst as well, because we want to go a long way. So we will work accordingly. Okay. Mr. Chintamani has asked, do we have year analysis feature between two different years? Uh, Not quite efficiently, but yes, we have. I'll show you how. Okay. Suppose I go on the same air chemicals. Here you can see on the top there is custom date, 1st April. Okay. I select here this year. Okay. So this year's data will be shown to me here. Okay. On the sales part, you just have to click on the left arrow. Last year's will be data will be shown. If you want to go on more previous data, you can just click on the left arrow. It will take you to the more previous data. That will be from 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. So you will be able to see that year's data. So I know it's not the way you must be thinking, but here right now we are short of like screen. The screens, uh, there's a shortage of space here, I can say. Okay, because uh, we want to show accurate data, we want to show a clear data, and also we want to show the comparison. So here we have tried to show this analysis according to the arrows, you can say, according to the year on year basis, or on monthly basis also you can say. Okay, or weekly basis. Suppose take the weekly basis. I want to see analysis according to week on week basis. So you can do it accordingly. So, sir, I hope I am able to address your query. Still, if you have any idea that we can do, please raise a ticket. Okay. Sorry, I just forgot to how to show you how to raise a ticket. I'll just show you on the dashboard only. There's an option of creating a ticket. So first of all, creation of ticket for two things. Suppose you want to contact us, you can do that. You can just create a ticket. Suppose you want to, you are having a feature request that can help us grow this application. You can raise a ticket. It will be there in the backlog with us. Whenever we'll be working on that, we will contact you and we'll help you out with that also. So on the dashboard only, you can see this question mark option at the bottom. You can click on there. Just click on help. On the this page will be open, and on the bottom you can see a create ticket option. Just create ticket. Also in that you can just mention your thing. Suppose I mentioned test. One second. Test ticket and send message. Okay. Actually, I guess it's a dummy company from my side, so it's not taking that. Okay. It's a dummy company, so I cannot raise it right now. But once you create the ticket, you will get a pop-up with your ticket number that your ticket has been raised, and you don't have to worry. We will contact you upfrontly with your ticket raised. So you don't have to worry about that. We will raise the ticket for you. We'll make sure you get a call back, and everything will be done. Also, if you have any feature request, you can directly add over here. Your ticket will be created, and soon, whenever we work on that, we'll notify you for that feature request. And also you can be a tester for us. When we create that feature, you can test it for us, so that if you get it fine, we can launch it for everyone. Okay. Mr. Muskima Gandhi, I'm sorry if I'm not able to pronounce your name properly. He has asked, is it possible to see the sequence for the company, that is meeting done, inquiry received, quotation sent, follow-up order closed, payment received? Uh, Not yet, sir. Not yet for everything. We are working on many things, but this is a good feature request that we can work on. So just a request, please raise a ticket as I showed you right now. Raise a ticket and let us know like how we can do it, because it's an idea and we need to execute it. So we will be needing your help. We'll contact you for this also, that how it can be done. So you must be having some idea in your mind which we can execute here. So definitely just raise a ticket and we'll work accordingly. Mr. Chintamani said, okay, thanks. Great, sir. Thank you. If you got your answers, I'm very glad. Still, if you have any questions, you can raise a question. I'm here for more a couple of minutes, and then we can conclude with this webinar. And please make sure we come up with alternate Saturdays for webinars, and we are live on YouTube as well. So if you want to attend each and every webinar, you can attend it on YouTube, or the links are shared with each and every one on mail. You can get those links of the webinar. Please attend the webinars, and please also uh, keep questioning, because it helps us grow. Mr. Samarth has asked, do you have a software for Mac as well? Very sorry, sir. Mac, it's completely a different operating system, so we are not able to have that, because it will take a lot of energy right now, and we are working on a goal. We are working on providing something to our customers, and with this, and definitely there is going to come something new, something big from our end as well for our customers. So we cannot work on multiple things at the same time. So we chose Windows for the same reason, and for that reason we are not able to operate on Mac. As you must be knowing that working on Android and iOS, it takes the same effort, but we have to work accordingly. So that's the reason we are not able to work on Mac right now. So stay tuned with us, sir. You never know, there might be something that works on Mac or as well in the future, and we have to come up with that. Definitely, as of right now, we don't have anything to work on Mac. Okay, great. So I guess no more questions. If there is any question, you can mail it to us. We'll help you out with that. And so I'll conclude with this webinar. And thank you so much for attending and raising such wonderful questions that can help us. And thank you for the feature requests also. So stay tuned, and we'll get back to you soon as possible. Also, please make sure to poll us. Poll will help us to uh, give you a better understanding of the product. Thank you.